Concern in the Keys tonight, residents and businesses are boarding up but hoping that Irma takes a turn and doesn't do any damage.
If you talk to the folks down in Key West, they claim they've never had a direct hit from a hurricane. Local 10 News reporter Derek Shore is live to show us that they aren't taking any chances this time. Derek.
Well, they aren't taking chances when it comes to their property, that is for sure. Take a live look at Duval Street here in downtown Key West. Not been boarded up, so many people saying they are going to stay put. I want to take you to another spot in town where there was an incredibly long gas line on the road out of town. In fact, many people trying to stock up. One of the only gas stations that has gas this evening. The evacuation order now in effect for residents throughout Monroe County. People gassing up, some deciding to leave, some deciding to stay at the frustration of county and city leaders. We spoke to one man who has ridden out every single storm for the past 20 years on a houseboat, but this time he's not taking any chances. You rode out all these other hurricanes on the boat, but this one you're getting out.
I'm gonna go. I can't fight it anymore. I really can't. There's nothing you can do in the middle of the night when the storm hits you really, really hard. You can't go out on the deck and save your boat.
So he is getting out. Now, earlier in the day, businesses down here on Duval Street got to work boarding up their businesses, really their livelihoods for many of them, moving merchandise off the floors and getting shutters up. Many of them shutting down as of this evening, but still many deciding they're not going to be following that evacuation order and they are going to stay put. That, of course, for the mayor of Key West is not encouraged. Are you going to stay here?
Oh, yes, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, listen, I'll be in a raft holding up a white towel so the helicopter can come pick me up. So I'll be fine.
And so you say evacuate if possible. You know that some people are not going to do that. What do you say to that?
Well, make sure you have a building that you can go to that is going to be secure and high above the flood zone. You know, the city of Key West doesn't have shelters, so we evacuate everyone.
So that is the message from the mayor of Key West. As we come back out here live and you see people continue to board up, that evacuation order is now in effect. And what that really means, as we've said before, is not necessarily you're going to be arrested if you're here in the city, but rather it's going to be hard to get help should you need it. If you dial 911, it doesn't necessarily mean that first responders will be able to get to you by risking their own lives to do so. Also, Lower Keys Medical Center, that is shutting down in the morning, so emergency care anywhere near Key West will be hard to come by. We'll send it back to you.
And Derek, you talked about some of the essential services that won't be up and running after Irma hits Key West. What are some of those essential services that'll be down and residents can't rely on?
Well, we've seen Key West police roaming around. They want to make sure no one's kind of looting any of these stores that have been boarding up, and they want to, of course, make their presence known. But when the storm actually hits, they're saying they're not going to be risking their lives for those low priority calls and even some high priority calls just because they simply cannot get out. It is way too dangerous. So police response can definitely be delayed, and medical assistance anywhere in this area is going to be very hard to come by as well because that emergency room shuts down in the morning. So even if first responders can get to you and get you out of here, they've got to bring you a long way to find a doctor and an ER that can help you.
And Derek, we want to pass along that transportation hotline for anyone in the Keys. If you cannot get out and need help, it's 1-800-955-5504. Call that number if you need help to get out of the Keys.